I think we all loved it. We're all happy to have him back here. He's just a nice guy for the locker room, for the whole team, for the whole club. And yeah, I think he will help us a lot.
How much will his presence, like on the field, off the field, like you mentioned, will help the group with this like push to finish the regular season and thinking about the goals in the postseason?
I think he will help us a lot just by having that experience, so being in that situation before. Yeah, he could, or we know we could always talk to him about anything, and that will help us for sure. But also just him being on the field could help us in the last couple of games. So yeah, like I said, we're all happy to have him back here.
In terms of bouncing back after what happened over the weekend, thinking about Austin, how you guys worked, what have you analyzed after watching the film of those errors that need to be fixed?
I think the most important thing right now is just to focus on every single game on its own, especially with having that many games in that short time. Yeah, there's not too much time to worry about games. Of course, we know it wasn't a good game from us, but yeah, like I also said, it's just important to bounce back tomorrow, get that confidence back, and yeah, just think about that.
Knowing that you guys already have bounced back, you did it after Columbus, one in Seattle, you've shown that resilience. Does that give you a little bit better feeling moving forward, knowing like, hey, even if things don't go our way, we know the next time around we can put ourselves in a position to have success?
Yeah, absolutely, and I also think that yeah, we can do it, and like every game right now counts. It's we're getting close to the playoffs, so we shouldn't focus or shouldn't lose our focus by thinking about what happened to us. We should just focus on the next games because they are all very, very important, and we need every single point we can get. And yeah, that's what we should put our main focus on.
Steve has talked about when things haven't gone your way, basically forget it. Like,
Yeah.
just move on, forget it. Is that something that inside the group you feel you guys have picked up for yourselves? That attitude, you have the same attitude as Steve?
Yeah, I think it's just like we can't do anything about what happened to us. We can only influence or impact what will be next. So yeah, that's what I think is just the most important thing. We can't change anything about the past, but we can change the future. So we have to do that.
From the moments that don't go your way, looking forward, are there things to learn, to take away to the next time you're in those positions? You feel like we've been here before, we know we need to do something else to make it go?
Yes, of course. We like it shouldn't sound like we don't care about the games anymore. Of course, we analyze them and we speak about our mistakes, but there's nothing we can change about it anymore. So we should just keep our heads up, and yeah, have fun playing the next game.
Last one for me. With all these games in a short amount of time, you have midweek basically the rest of the way. Does it feel for the team like all hands on deck? Everybody's going to get an opportunity here. The entire group has to come together for you guys to end the season the way you want to?
Yes, for sure. I think we had that going through the whole season. Like we always knew that we will need the whole roster and every single guy on the team, and yeah, we will see that the next couple of games.
Final opportunity for questions for Timothy.
It's a long season. Just how does it feel when not just Carlos coming back, but Marlon Santos coming in, Luis O'Brien, to have these new faces come in? Does it help? Does it rejuvenate the guys that have been here for that long? Obviously, just give you a little jolt knowing you have more players that can help you on your goals.
Yeah, I always think that what's the English, right? Like when you have more players for one position,
More competition.
more competition. Yeah, like more competition is always good for the team, but also more depth helps the team. So yeah, I think these are great additions. They will help us on and off the field, and yeah, I'm happy we have them here.
I didn't say Giroud, but I meant to include him too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I forget about him sometimes.